Good evening, everyone. A state lawmaker is demanding hearings be held in Albany to tackle the growing problem of license plate fraud after hearing from drivers in his district, that includes Watertown, who have received bills for tolls that they never caused.
And it's not just happening there. A local attorney says he's seeing more cases here in Western New York. Call for Action's Jeff Preval has the story.
They're starting to pile up.
Eddie Sundquist is a local attorney with offices in Buffalo and Jamestown. He says within the last 6 months, he's seen an uptick in calls from drivers claiming to be victims of license plate fraud and getting relentless toll bills in the mail from places they haven't been to.
All related to individuals that are here locally in the southern tier in Chautauqua County.
Drivers who have gotten an onslaught of toll bills from other states on cars that aren't theirs after they surrendered their license plates at the Jamestown DMV for their numbers to be destroyed.
People really need a lot of help navigating through the bureaucracy that is part of these systems. Whether that's working with law enforcement or whether that's trying to deal with a state agency or the state agency's contractor. It's a lot to try to know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to send it.
Assemblymember Scott Gray, a Republican from Watertown, New York, has sponsored a bill in the Assembly that would increase the penalties for those engaged in license plate fraud. It's the same bill that State Senator George Borrello has introduced in the Senate in direct response to our call for action investigation. Assemblymember Gray says people in his district, which runs along the U.S. border with Canada upstate, are also becoming victims.
What I can tell you is we have had the same circumstance, probably about tenfold, with several different constituents.
Assemblymember Gray says his office has received 15 separate complaints of drivers getting multiple violations from New York City. Everything from toll violations, speeding tickets, and parking tickets tied to their old license plate numbers, which have already been surrendered, and current plates.
The concern over, identical plates, whether they're being falsely produced or, being manipulated or just being erroneously, replicated in the system when they're supposed to be destroyed is a major concern.
Assemblymember Gray says he wants to stop the issue of license plate fraud in its tracks and is calling for hearings to be held on the issue in the new legislative session in Albany, which starts in January.
There's a whole host of questions that really need to be asked, and they should be, whether we take the time to ask those during our budget hearings or whether we have independent public hearings on those issues. I think they need to be dealt with and they need to be reconciled.
The state DMV says that it is actively investigating concerns of fraud in Jamestown in Chautauqua County. In the meantime, we have received a statement from the Jamestown mayor who says that the city of Jamestown is aware of serious allegations involving the potential misuse of license plates that were properly surrendered at the Jamestown DMV. These reports raise significant concerns for affected residents. Now, if you feel like you are a victim, the city wants you to do this. Contact the Chautauqua County Clerk's Office in the state DMV as well. File a report with Jamestown Police or your local police department and submit a complaint with the State Inspector General's office. You can also contact Call for Action at 716-879-4900. We have been able to help people directly impacted by this situation. Jeff Preval, News 4.